Hi everybody, welcome to No Story Sacred. If you've never listened before, basically we're 4 siblings who grew up talking about the art of storytelling. Now that we're adults, we're still talking about it and we're inviting you to join the conversation. I'm Alex and... the fuck?
I'm Brendan, and I accidentally ran over a guy earlier, and now a weird dragon tattoo has appeared on my skin. I don't know how this happened, but I apparently have superpowers now? Question mark?
I'm Pippin, and I just need to find my arcana. Which is how I am similar to, my 12-year-old witchy self.
Well, I hear BuzzFeed has a quiz.
BuzzFeed's always got me, whether I want to know what kind of arcana I have, what flavored Cool Ranch, chip I am. BuzzFeed's got me.
I think Cool Ranch is only one flavor, Pippin.
Listen, it was supposed to be Doritos, but I want the answer to be Cool Ranch, because it says that I'm cool.
Wait. Well, Pip, what's the option for the Capri Sun? Which means I'm Pacific Cooler.
Listen, none of this is the point. We should keep...
Yeah, right. So...
Oh, and Kat's not here.
And, yeah, Kat is exploring the bottom of a weird spiky pit.
As you may have guessed, we've skipped Pip's story ideas today. It's the end of the semester, and two out of 4 of our hosts are in academia, and that guy kind of messes everybody's schedule up.
Yeah,
Womp womp.
It's been a tough week, and Kat had to sleep the week off. I want to talk about violence.
So really still on brand.
That's true.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't stop being who I am.
So, instead, since we've all managed to recently watch the new Mortal Kombat movie, we're doing this instead.
Because, you know what? We want to just take it easy, talk about some ultra-violence, like you do.
Yeah.
Violence.
So, what's the summary of this new Mortal Kombat movie for the uninitiated?
Well, if you haven't seen the new Mortal Kombat yet, the summary, according to Google, is... Hunted by the fearsome warrior Sub-Zero, MMA fighter Cole Young finds sanctuary at the temple of Lord Raiden. Training with his experienced fighters Liu Kang, Kung Lao, and rogue mercenary Kano, Cole prepares to stand with Earth's greatest champions to take on the enemies from Outworld in a high-stakes battle for the universe. And wow, even in the summary, Sonya gets no respect.
Yeah, what the hell?
I didn't bother to read the summary before I pasted it into our sheet here, but you got partway through the paragraph and I made a terrible face because I realized what happened. Fuck this summary for a different reason than usual.
Although, to be fair, that's one of the weird choices in the movie where it's one of the plot elements is that there are these dragon marks that bestow arcana, which are how they explain the superpower moves that the Mortal Kombat contestants get. And it's a plot point that Sonya is clearly the most knowledgeable person about the Mortal Kombat rules of this meta universe, and yet does not have a dragon mark. Dun dun dun.
Ugh.
Yeah. Also, this is Lord Raiden's temple of negativity. He's just...
Lord Raiden's temple of negging.
Well, to be fair, he is the god of lightning. And Bren, what's the charge on electricity?
I'm glaring at you right now.
What?
Negative, because it's electrons.
My electron, she left me. Are you sure? I'm positive.
Both of you. I have no siblings.
Anyway, we make our own fun.
We do. Evidently so does Kano, because you know what? He was fun.
Yeah,
yeah, he was.
Kano, surprisingly, the best character in this movie. Which...
Weird.
which also is kind of a, red flag.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. So let's rewind.
Yep.
It seems like choices were made to emphasize some characters over others. Like the marketing clearly hyped up the whole entire Scorpion Sub-Zero thing.
Yeah.
So like,
To be fair, that was one of the cooler bits of the movie.
It was.
The intro and also the fight at the end. Also, pun entirely intended.
oh, yeah. Like that's the thing. Like the intro sequence here, where like there's Scorpion pre-Hell Ninja is just a badass samurai guy, and his family gets killed by Sub-Zero, and we see like a lot of very violent fighting involving a kunai on a rope.
Yeah.
Which he
Also-
threw away his katana for.
Well, clearly it was much more effective.
Yeah.
Super effective.
Also, Bren, would you say that Hanzo's family was fridged?
When Sub-Zero fridges someone, he fucking means it. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, the plot of this movie, such as it is.
Such as it is. I mean, let's be real. You're going into a Mortal Kombat movie. You're not really going for the plot. You're going for fight scenes. And
Yeah, you're here for people to die.
Or if you're me, and in the classic movie, spelled with a K, in it for the campy goodness.
Campy goodness. So, the movie opens on a 7-minute... Well, actually, it was a bit longer. The clip they put online was 7 minutes. A 7-minute scene of sort of a prologue-y sort of thing, where Hanzo, what's-his-face, who eventually becomes Scorpion.
Hasashi, maybe? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion. And his family, he has a wife, and a son, and a new baby.
And some guards.
And some guards. But he goes off to get more water for his wife, and while he's gone, his family and guards are viciously murdered by Bihan, who will become Sub-Zero.
Yep.
Everyone except for the little baby daughter.
Yeah, who gets hidden away at the first sign of trouble.
Which, you know what? Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But unfortunately, wife and kid don't make it. They get fridged. Hanzo, kicks some ass, takes some names, does not make it himself. So dies, trying to crawl to, his house because he heard his, daughter, crying, so he knows that she's still alive. Then Lord Raiden comes down, takes the baby.
And we'll see Lord Raiden, like, in another 45 minutes. Ish.
Yes. Flash to the future.
Okay.
Cole, is his name Cole Young?
Cole Young, yeah.
Cole Young.
Not to be confused with,
Cole Young.
not to be confused with Cole Younger, the bandit, who was a member of Jesse James's gang, the Cole Younger gang.
Jesse James, who was shot by that coward Robert Ford.
Yeah, him.
The very same.
Though to be fair, Cole Younger did not have that great of opinion of Jesse James either. Because Jesse James kept going like, hey, guess who robbed this train? Jesse James and his gang. And Cole's all like, stop fucking confessing.
Like, one, it's my gang. Two,
Also, Cole Younger never confessed to any crime except for the one he was convicted for. But he has a memoir.
See, now I'm just imagining like a cowboy outlaw competing in this Mortal Kombat game, and I know there's eventually one in the Kombat series, of course.
I was about to look up his name.
I forget his name, but just in this movie, I think it'd be served well.
I'm just saying, Cole Younger would have been a way more interesting protagonist. Anyway, Cole Young.
Like, well, for one, he has Cole Younger has a personality.
Hey, here's the thing. clearly, they're very good at fighting. The stunt work is really good, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Some of the cuts, that's were a bit
I want to kind of go in with, like, clearly this was a passion project, as it were. Like, people involved, like the series, like the games, probably, like the original movie as well. They're doing their best to honor the original material, which I can definitely respect.
But Cole isn't in the original material.
Nope.
He's original for this movie, and I think that's why I don't like him.
That makes sense.
I know they were trying to get a viewpoint audience stand-in.
Yeah.
But it didn't work for me.
and eventually when he does get the powers, it's very much a, because I'm Balrog and I have lots of powers. Or whatever. Or what
Cartman from South Park.
What did he call himself? What did he call himself?
I forget. I have many powers. That's the bit you have to remember.
So anyway, Cole, MMA fighter, keeps getting knocked out.
He gets knocked down, but he gets up again, and then you knock him down again, and then he taps out.
Yeah, and his daughter says, use the uppercut, and he doesn't, and eventually he does later on.
And that's how he wins.
I think it was supposed to be a sweet moment, but I'm just like, eh. So, he gets attacked by Sub-Zero, who's been sent by
Shang Tsung
to kill all of Earth's champions so that they cannot compete in Mortal Kombat, and therefore Outworld gets to take over Earth.
Basically, I don't know, this is like one of the things about the plot, as it were, of the movie that I don't fully get. Like,
basically, he's trying to win Mortal Kombat by having Earthrealm forfeit by default.
Yeah, I know, but like, I'm of the opinion that Destiny is much more difficult to manipulate than that, and I guess maybe this movie kind of proves that thesis, I suppose.
I think they were also trying to subvert a prophecy about Hanzo and coming back and, wreaking revenge by just sort of destroying all of them. That's how we'll get rid of this prophecy. And I'm like, oh, you fools.
That's not how prophecies ever work.
So Sub-Zero tries to kill Cole out in the streets. Jax saves him. Jax tells him to go to Sonya, and then Jax gets his arms ripped off by Sub-Zero.
And Left for Dead.
Left for Dead. Luckily, Liu Kang finds him later. Spoilers, because it's not really that much of a spoiler, because you see that he shows up again with the robot arms.
The moment Sub-Zero grabbed his arms, I was like, oh yeah, I remember what happens to Jax now.
Aha. I will give some brownie points for the fact that in these movies, like when you're told to like meet up with a contact or whatever, it's like, go over to New York, go to Boston, go to LA. No, in this case, go to Gary, Indiana. Okay.
Apparently the specific address was a reference to, like the original location of like the company that created Mortal Kombat or something.
Midway?
Maybe. The address itself was an Easter egg. I remember that much.
Oh, there's tons of Easter egg and references in this movie. It's a work of love.
Yeah.
So like, any kind of ribbing we do is kind of like, yeah, it's just gentle ribbing. Again, you go in for mindless action and have fun with that. Don't think about the plot.
Yeah, I did have a lot of fun watching this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want that to be clear.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So Cole finds Sonya.
She quickly establishes herself as the most competent person in the film.
Which is why it's not really fair that we have the subplot of she doesn't have superpowers, so she can't compete with the boys.
Me. Yeah, she herself doesn't have a dragon mark tattoo that marks her for Mortal Kombat.
And thus cannot get superpowers.
Yes. I think it's around there that we establish that the way you get a mark is by killing someone who does have one. Except for Cole, who was born with his.
Maybe he's born with it.
Maybe it's Mortal Kombat.
There you go.
I also think that just the marks manifest randomly, because you can't get, like, people kill. That's again one of the things I find kind of a little bit weird. Like, I could see the marks, like, appearing randomly, but, like, it could be like the weird thing that it just appeared on Cole as a baby. It's like, why would the fates choose you as a combatant when you're an infant? That makes no sense.
Bihan, am I really going to have to fight a baby? I mean, does he have a tattoo? I mean, yeah.
Yes. Well then,
you're gonna have to fight a baby.
My new theory is that after each Mortal Kombat, because according to the rules, there are 10 Mortal Kombats and then they get to take over. After each Mortal Kombat, like the first generation after that, they get the tattoos randomly. Mm-hmm. And then after that, it's occasionally a new tattoo, but mostly it's the, killing thing. So that eventually it peters out, the new marks just randomly showing up. So that by the time Mortal Kombat actually arrives, you will have had to had sort of a pre-combat trial sort of thing. Like you had to have earned the marks somehow.
The preliminaries.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I think if we had gone with that explanation, then, like, yeah. I think one thing that kind of stands to reason is, like, why wouldn't Sonya have just been like, hey, Kano, screw you, blam. I mean, she's a good guy, I know, but still.
So, Sonya's house has everything. It's got guns. It's got a secret basement. It's got a wall of exposition. It's got a guy chained up to the floor.
It's got lawn gnomes.
Yeah!
Yes. And the guy chained up is our lovable mercenary goofball Kano.
Yes.
Who, the actor, clearly knows what movie he's in, and is clearly having a good time.
Kano was the most fun character. And it's bad, because he's a terrible person.
Well, they could have had some artistic license like they had with other parts of the lore, and they could have made a character arc for Kano where he's like, could have had him become a good guy, because he learned how to get superpowers with these people. That's cool.
That was my change.
Oh. Well, you can go in detail in a bit here.
So, anyway, there's some exposition that's not really important. And then Reptile comes to be the assassin for that round. They kill Reptile. Mostly Kano does it. Because he escapes and rips out Reptile's heart and goes, Kano wins.
Nah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's the movie I wanted to see.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, Kano's actor knows what movies he's in, and that he is on board and wants you to be on board with him.
Also, don't think too hard about the fact that it was well established that Reptile is acidic, and Kano just put his hand through and had no damage.
Well,
don't think about it.
Oh no, that's acid sacs. Those were on Reptile's throat. Like, would you have acid around your heart?
Listen, I don't want to talk about it.
And it's just a film. You should really just relax.
True.
Or it's just a show, whatever. But there's some faffing about where they decide to go find Lord Raiden's temple.
Like Sonya read about it because, again, only competent person.
But Kano, through stroke of luck, knows where it is, so that's how he gets to tag along on this part of the adventure.
Yeah, Sonya promises him $3 million, which she doesn't have, but he doesn't need to know that.
Her and Cole have a moment laughing about that.
Sonya again does not kill Kano in the desert, even though he deserves it.
That would have solved the dragon mark problem, Sonya. Just saying.
It would have.
But she's a good guy.
Me.
In the middle of the desert, laws don't exist.
So they find Liu Kang in the desert, and he's like, oh, thank God, more champions. Oh, wait, you guys suck.
Liu Kang's like, wait a second. Friends who might not be assholes? Awesome! I'm gonna go meet them.
And you've got Kano.
Oh.
And really, the best moment for me is Liu Kang, starts talking some mysticism, and Kano's just like, the fuck?
Yeah.
So they go to Raiden's temple. There's some more exposition. They meet Kung Lao,
Yep.
who I don't think it's literally Liu Kang's cousin. I think it's more of a spiritual found family sort of thing with them.
Well, considering Liu Kang's an orphan, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he called him
Brother.
I think he called him his cousin, which is why I was confused for a bit. Kung Lao quickly becomes my favorite character.
Oh, yeah.
For no really good reason.
Because he's sure of himself, kind of in a similar way to how the actor who's Kano is very sure of himself. It's like, this is a character. Awesome.
Also, he has a cool hat, and I'm weak to cool hats.
And he does the finger slide across the brim.
Yeah.
He does it. He does do the good finger slide.
His hat is also a weapon, and he can teleport through it, because why not?
Because that's his arcana.
Yeah.
In which we established through multiple training montages at this point that if you have the dragon mark and are a boy, you get these superpowers. I'm sorry, but that's kind of how it read at the time.
It did.
Yeah, this... BT dubs, this movie has a problem with women.
What?
It thinks it doesn't.
Well, but
It does.
But Pip, Shang Tsung has Mylena and the beautiful, as she is deadly, Santana?
Santana, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems right.
Considering she didn't kill anybody, that says something. Oh, side note about Melina, while we're talking about her. Her thing is that she's got, like, the wide mouth fang thing going on.
But they're inconsistent.
Yeah, it's inconsistent in the movie. I've seen, pictures of her, like, in the games. Where it looks like she can dislocate her jaw and fuck you up.
Yep.
The movie did not go as in on it as it should have, and was inconsistent with it.
It just looked like he occasionally he went in a bit overboard with the dark blush.
Give my girl Melina fangs.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, we kind of have like some training montages to bring out the arcana powers. Kano, because he's a dick, gets one first. Jax is here. And he has fake robot arms. They're kind of wimpy things.
We may be a temple Okaravista hone in the middle of nowhere, but we've got the best medicine in the world. We've got robotic prosthetics.
Well, to be fair, Raiden did say he got them from other realms.
Suddenly I am sad that Kat's not here because I bet she actually knows a ton about how robot prosthetics are working these days. But she's not, so oh well. So there's training with more references to the video game.
Yep.
Like the OG video game.
Here's our training ground where we test our might.
Oh.
No.
The sweeping the leg.
I remember the little mini game in the original Mortal Kombat where you're eating a lot of egg rolls.
Wait.
Is that really one of it?
No.
Oh, listen, I got very confused for a second.
There was that one mini game in Mortal Kombat where you just full on for neg on, like make fun of Kano for 5 minutes. There's a weird mini game.
Fun.
It's like DDR style where you're just kind of making up new insults to the beat. It's really great.
You guys, here's the thing. Mortal Kombat has in its history had a random picture of a developer popped up in a corner and go toasty. It has had its characters turn into animals and babies. Maybe not the babies ones.
Babies.
Babies. And animals, and they had the friendship fatalities.
Friendship?
It's a weird...
Friendship? What?
I think. I don't know. Here's the thing. Anything could be true with this game.
No, Pip, I was actually doing the announcer just then.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Listen, this is a weird fucking game. Anything we say could be true.
This game has everything.
Yeah. Here's the thing, I do love the game.
Then it got bad for a while, and then one assumes it got better. Got better since they're still making them.
Excuse me while I see if it's on the Switch at all.
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, let's kind of get closer to the end here, just because we've been talking about it for a little while.
So they get their Arcana.
Well, they were ambushed. Well, they did get ambushed at one point.
And Raiden's like, no, I've got a shield. Like,
why didn't you do that before, Raiden? Jeez.
For the same reason why I did. And just teleport you guys here at the first sign of trouble.
'Cause I'm a dick.
Oh, also, Cole, you kinda suck. You're worse than Sonya.
And she's a girl.
So, Cole, you could go home. Go home with losers.
We're gonna put your whole family in danger for this.
And I'm fairly certain that what happens next was not part of Raiden's plan.
Oh, him being attacked?
Cole, yeah.
Oh, no, that's
that was.
That was part of Raiden's plan.
Did he say as much?
Yeah. Yeah, there was like a one line. It's like, just as I thought.
Did you also think that Kung Lao would die?
Oh.
Yeah, so, I was foolish for ever even thinking, oh wow, Kung Lao is my favorite. Because of course my favorite to die.
It's true.
That's true. He did get the awesome fatality moment.
That's true.
With the hat spinning on the ground like a table saw.
And when we were watching it, my roommate, had to turn away.
But Kung Lao was in for it.
Yeah, he was smiling.
Every time there was a violent death, I started sort of pumping my fist because I'm like, yeah, violence.
This is what I'm here for. Oh, one other plot element that happened was that Kano's old Black Dragon buddy Cabal shows up and is like, hey, you're lame for hanging out with the good guys. What? You're lame. That's all I'm saying. Bye.
Losers say what?
I'm just saying, you'd be cool if you took down the shield. Just saying, bye.
And then Kano took down the shield for no other reason than because he's a dick.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
I've got my superpowers now. Screw you guys. Haha.
There goes. It was a perfectly good character arc.
Yep. Bye-bye.
So the shield goes down. Cole goes back to his family. Goro attacks him. The rest attack the temple. Cole gets his Arcana in order to protect his family.
Because that's what's most important to him.
Whoa. Kung Lao gets killed. Liu Kang doesn't, but is very upset by Kung Lao dying, as we all were. Sonya nearly gets crushed by some rock.
Though not before, or he gets pinned by, literally pinned by Marlena, who then tastes her blood and goes, "You're not special," and then just doesn't kill her.
Was Marlena properly utilizing girl power?
Nah.
And Raiden eventually gets them all out of there.
Actually, here's a question.
Yeah.
Would you count the brief conversation that Melina and Sonya had there as a conversation that wasn't involving a man?
Oh shit, does this pass the Bechdel test?
Wait. Wait, because I think there's a time thing to the conversation.
Is there?
Give me a second. At least 2 women in it who talk to each other about something other than a man.
Mortal Kombat 2021 passes the Bechdel test. Ha ha ha. In the worst way.
I mean, to be fair, the Bechdel test is not a test of a good representation.
True.
Just
I just found it kind of funny as I was just thinking about it. It's like, wait a minute.
yeah, nah. Kind of sucks. Anyway.
Yeah, she
damn
gets
it.
pinned under a rock. Jax gets his arcana of better robot arms to lift her out of there. Yay. And then the good guys are feeling kind of demoralized after Raiden teleports them to the space between spaces, which he could have done this entire time, you dick.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I could have done this entire time. Like, this entire movie is because of things I could have done this entire time.
What did you do? What did you do, Lord Raiden? You didn't do anything. Didn't I?
Just think of that tuxedo mask meme. My work here is done. I am away. But you didn't do anything.
That's Raiden in a nutshell.
So then Cole suddenly gets to be in charge.
Of course. He has the weird bronze armor now.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And Raiden's like, as much as I hate it, Cole is the only one that has a plan.
If any of you say anything, really, we can go for it.
No one? Sonya, even
Fucking
you?
fine.
Fuck.
So instead of getting ambushed by all of them, Raiden teleports them to different places so they can fight one-on-one.
Almost like a tournament.
What? No. So Jax, kills a guy with a hammer who we literally haven't mentioned before because he was that important.
General Reiko.
If you insist.
Also, just like you had to dig deep into that barrel.
Yeah.
Liu Kang kills, Cabal?
Cabal.
Cabal.
No, my poorly done ADR.
Bye, dude.
And Liu Kang does his bicycle kick doing it, which I literally was waiting the whole movie for. And he has a fire dragon.
It's like, you waited till now to do that, dude? What the hell? I think you need more oil or something to do it, to be fair.
Yeah.
And yet Sonya kills Kano, which...
At her house to save money on sets.
Yeah. Or who wants to make a bet that was one of the scenes they shot first?
Oh, I think that's one of the scenes they shot last.
Oh, because it would involve destroying the set?
Here's the thing. If I recall correctly, that was added later.
Oh.
Huh.
I'd have to... I watched a video about it, but I think that was added later. Anyway.
But also, Chekhov's lawn gnome.
Sure.
The lawn gnome is important. It's the key.
So Sonya kills Kano and therefore gets his mark.
And because she's extra, she right away gets her superpowers.
She was fucking on it.
She was ready for this. She was paying attention. It's like, yeah, bring out your inner power. Come on, people.
She stood up with her Arcana, let's be real. And then she then gets to go and kill the fuck out of Melina, too. So, then they're like, okay, now we just have to kill Sub-Zero, right? And they're like, yeah. And then Sub-Zero comes by and goes like, hey, BT Dubs, Cole, killed your family. And leaves again.
Got your family. Bye.
And Cole rushes after him and everyone's all like, God fucking damn it.
You had one plan, Cole.
He was the one we were all going to fight to... Oh, God damn it.
And so, Cole and Sub-Zero fight. And Cole was given a plot MacGuffin, Scorpion Kunai dagger, earlier in the picture.
Like, hey, this belonged to your great-grandfather.
I know, like, oh yeah, I've been having dreams of a very scary Japanese man. Is that normal?
I think he's in hell.
Oh yes, by the way, that's your great-grandfather, Cole. I rescued your great-grandmother or whatever as a baby from ninjas. That's your history, Cole. Bye.
Your family, you were ninjas and they were killed by ninjas. Just ninjas everywhere in this.
Ninjas all the way down.
And you...
I heard you like ninjas.
And you became a second-rung MMA fighter.
Good job, kid.
Bravo, Cole.
So, Sub-Zero starts kicking Cole's ass, because of course he is. His wife and daughter have been frozen.
But not dead frozen. This is different than the prologue.
Apparently. Like, I'm glad they're alive, because fridging family members isn't cool. But also, at the same time, I'm like, I'm not sure how this works.
Magic.
Yeah.
As long
Yes.
as you don't get stabbed with the ice much, you can survive it.
Swear I will survive. And then Scorpion shows up from hell.
To be fair, it's because Cole's blood got on the kunai, and it's like, that's the secret to summoning hell ninjas.
Yeah.
Blood magic.
So the chain, knife on chain, the classic Scorpion thing, goes into Sub-Zero, and Hanzo has this like one line in English, goes, "Get over here!"
Look, he's been taking night classes. It's been going slow, but he's working on it. He wants to connect with his great-great-grandson.
Fair.
Well, he's even calling himself Scorpion now.
True.
Look, he hears that's cool with the kids.
Hello, my name is Scorpion. You killed my family. Prepare to die.
Now that is a change.
Shang-Su, stop calling me Bihan. My name is Sub-Zero.
God!
So Sub-Zero and Scorpion fight. It's pretty cool.
Cole is there.
He's trying to punch the ice off his family.
As one does.
But then eventually he and his great-great-grandpappy team up, because it's teamwork that can beat Sub-Zero. Teamwork
does make the dream work.
It does. And yeah, them working together kill Sub-Zero. Hooray. With the classic Scorpion fatality. Hooray. And that kid is gonna need years of therapy. It's like, I think I watched my ancestor burn alive an ice ninja with fire hell magic. And the therapist is just like, okay, we'll meet again next week about this. I think this is a good moment.
How did that make how did that make you feel?
I was really cold at the time, but the fire warmed me up a lot, so I didn't die.
Yay!
So hellfire is a positive thing in your life now, I guess.
Man.
Hail Satan, Doc.
So, I think the others show up. Shang-Su.
Shang-Shun.
Shang-Tsung shows up, is vaguely threatening, because, what the fuck does he care if his fighters die? He can bring them back.
And next time, I'll bring armies.
And Raiden's all like, you know what? I'm done with this. And lightnings him away, which, again, could he have done that the whole time? Could he have saved my beloved Kung Lao?
I think he could have. Raiden's
fucking
a dick.
Raiden. And he didn't even do his flying teleport.
There are rules, Pip. There are rules.
Except when the Outlanders break them. You'd think that Raiden would have like a little bit of wiggle room when the other side is blatantly breaking the rules.
Well, no, it wasn't.
Outworlders, Outlanders are different.
Technically, he wasn't breaking the rules at first. Bihan is an Earthrealmer, and also I think so was Cabal.
Yeah.
BT dubs, does killing them get you a tattoo?
It should.
I mean, yeah.
Or
that's where the whole thing falls apart.
Yeah.
So, they're like, okay, how are we going to prepare this? Find more fighters. Because apparently, despite the fact that they were panicking that the assassins were killing all the fighters, there are still more out there. Including Johnny Cage.
Yeah. International actor. Okay.
And we end the movie with the promise that they're going to go find Johnny Cage.
And eventually, the tournament will happen. Because, spoilers, no tournament happens in this film.
Yeah. And that's the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how we kind of went in with the goal of, keeping it brief, but, no, we had to get this off our chests.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun stuff, but, a lot of room for improvement.
So let's just get right into it so we can, just, again, kind of work through it.
Okay, so, Brian, you already took my, Kano gets
No, I think you can definitely work with it more. That was just like hey, that should have happened. I want you to be like, yeah, what happens? How do you do it?
Okay.
Well, what is it, just in case somebody wasn't paying attention earlier,
Yeah. Well, my change is, to actually, fulfill that character arc that, Kano was starting on. It definitely wasn't intentional. But it's just, the actor was just that charismatic.
It's true.
And so, what I'm thinking is, if we keep everything as is, well, not everything as is, I have other ideas. But that moment when Cabal comes, to, go, hey, join team bad guy, and then he just, bounces without saying anything. And then we see Kano staring at that Van de Graaff generator and like considering, is he going to do it? And then, he's charging up his eye and then he powers it down and turns away. Nah, I don't think I want that life anymore.
I mean, he got to have superpowers by hanging out with these people.
Yeah.
That and you could have almost like the reformed rogue trope where it's like, it doesn't take exactly a rocket science to figure out team bad guys that are obviously lying about every single thing that they're saying. Their promises of power after they take over the earth might not be on the level. What?
Weird.
What?
Those who insist I do treachery might do treachery against me. Wait a second. Whoa, am I having a character moment?
What?
Huh.
No, and I was kind of reading these things because like that moment in the desert when Kano was gouging Sonya. He's like, "Come on, do it, kill me." And do you want her to kill you? What do you feel about your life that you kind of want this? Do you actually not like your life? Is that what's going on, Kano?
He could become a hero.
While I do like him becoming a hero, I do feel like they could have also gone the other way of actually just giving him a good reason to do it.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to, what are you, chicken?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were cool, Kano. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah. Something to tie into why he became a dick in the first place.
Yeah. Us and the other Outworlders are going to be smoking behind the bleachers, Kano, but you're stuck behind the lame shield with the nerds.
And during the dinner, when Kano was listing all of his evil deeds, he didn't look happy when he was listing them. It was more of him telling himself that he's a bad guy.
I'm bad.
Yeah, this could have been
That's
him
good.
realizing he could have redemption.
Aww.
Yeah.
And I am a sucker for redemption. Though also, people getting consequences for their actions is also great.
Well, then you can kind of have the, path of atonement afterwards. It's I'm going to help save the world because I was a dick to it.
Yeah. Or even just him destroying it because he's could be a sad moment of no, I get no redemption. Or something.
Also, we could have had him discovering his power, his arcana, not through getting angry, but through some, here's this cave. What's in it? Only what you take with you. And, yeah, I know, yeah. And him discovering his powers through, penitence.
Oh.
Or fighting his super-powered evil side.
Yeah, or,
Fighting his own
Superman
shame.
2. We can also do Superman 2.
The point is, you want to just fix Kano.
Yeah, cause he,
I can fix him!
I will try to fix you.
The song annoys me every time I hear it, but go on.
Even though that's a thesis of our podcast.
It's just the way they say it every single time. I'm like, fuck you, I'm not broken, but...
Alright.
Yeah. Cause at the end of the day, he was the most lovable character.
He was.
Kung Lao is right there.
Well, that actually kind of segues into what I do.
Okay.
My change is that I want Kung Lao to live because he is also like the second most fun character.
Yeah.
And so what I do is kind of play into like a little bit of a audience subversion. Cause like a lot of us who are going into watching Mortal Kombat remember how Liu Kang has been like the protagonist character in any of the kind of more story driven adaptations. Like it's always been the thing, like he's been the chosen one.
All right.
Oh god. Let's dance. So what I do is have that scene play out where Kung Lao kind of gets trapped by Shang Tsung there, but then have like the subversion moment where we have Liu Kang essentially like body check Kung Lao out of Shang Tsung's grasp and into the portal and like save Kung Lao, but at the cost of his own life. And so then we could have that little moment because he's saving the one family that he has.
Or we could kill off Cole.
I mean, we could, but he's kind of serving as our audience surrogate. I mean, he's the character that definitely has to have everything explained to him. I mean, we have Kano right there, but the thing is, like, I'm okay with the Cole character as a concept. I imagine, Pip, you'll have more to talk about there in a second.
Oh, yeah. I am.
But, like, you just gotta love Kung Lao. And the thing is, we could have him have a character arc where he has to learn to stop being quite as arrogant, but still, like, replace arrogance with confidence. That he clearly still has confidence, but, like, reduce the amount of arrogance about it all. Cause, like, he could have been, like, going in, like, yeah, I can hold off this wizard while you guys go through the portal. Haha. Oh, no. And then we can have, Liu Kang body check and swap out, and he's the one that gets killed for dramatic, tension. I know it's a small change, but I think it would be a welcome change. And then you could have Kung Lao wear Liu Kang's bandana or something underneath his hat.
It's a really fucking cool hat.
It is.
Liu Kang, I think, did get the hat. So it's still out there.
His legacy lives on.
Maybe someday he'll teleport back in.
Well, because, like, I think we could have also established Liu Kang as clearly being, like, the most powerful fighter because he has, like, fireballs and bicycle kicks and holy shit, did he actually summon, like, a little bit of a dragon there? That's cool.
Woo!
But then he gets his shit kicked and Kung Lao has his confidence shattered, and so that could maybe play into the Cole character, ascending at the end of the movie there, like they clearly wanted to have happen. So that's me.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that is legit, and it saves my beloved Kung Lao.
Yeah. Everyone's favorite. Well, except for Kano, which, damn his eye.
Like, the moment, Shang Tsung picked up Kung Lao, I was like, this is what I get. I did this.
Thanks, Pippin.
Every time I have a favorite character, they're gone.
Every time. Every time.
Listen, I'm still mad about The Hobbit.
We all are, Pippin. We all are.
Ugh.
Future episodes. Oh.
We should totally do The Hobbit. Anyway.
Oh, no.
But the book or the movies? All three of them.
Ugh.
Anyway, so my fix. I'm not sure if you guys know this, because I think I've played it really close to the chest, just super on the down low, but I'm not that fond of Cole.
Really?
What? I know. I was being super subtle about it.
I never would have guessed.
I know. So here's the thing about him. One, he's boring.
Yep.
Two, this actually doesn't have anything to do with it, but I thought his daughter was his sister at first. So I got very confused and concerned when he kissed the woman she called Mom. I figured out what happened really quick after that, but the fact that that relationship was written in such a way where I was given even the chance to be confused about it, concerning. Maybe she said dad and I missed it, but in which case that's a problem with editing. Anyway, and I recognize that he's meant to be the audience surrogate. But the way the movie had been doing it with the not flashbacks, visions of Scorpion in hell, with the knife and going, avenge me, or I want revenge, or whatever he was saying. Again, in English, because you're right, he was taking classes.
He wants to reach out to his kin. Come on.
I thought Cole was going to become Scorpion.
I was thinking the same thing. I thought he was going to get like a ninja garb upgrade outfit or something, and then yeah.
And possibly this has to do with me not knowing the deep Mortal Kombat lore, because I've only recently pieced together that Scorpion being a demon in hell is a thing. But anyway, I thought he was going to become Scorpion, that was what was going to happen. Either he was going to become the Scorpion, or he was going to be possessed by Hanzo, and that was going to make him the Scorpion, something like that. And he'd have the chain in his hand, because let's face it, that's creepy cool.
That's the cool way to do it, yeah.
Yeah, instead of just sort of being a chained weapon that you can fling around. That's what I thought was going to happen. So in my change, it is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And when Goro attacks his family, we have Goro standing over them about to swing down. And then from off screen, we hear, get over here! And the chain into Goro, and he pulls him away from the family.
Yes. I remember watching it and thinking that was what the tee up was gonna be. And then we can have his confused face, did I just do that? And that could also, again, play into subverting what the audience is expecting, but also pay off.
I texted Ashley, early on when I was watching the movie, going, I think Cole's Scorpion. And then he wasn't, and I was mad. And then maybe for the final Sub-Zero fight, that's when he gets, Hellfire because of Hanzo.
That could have been cool. You could have had, Hanzo show up and kind of, show him how it's done.
Yeah.
Learning how to play baseball with your dad or something like that, It's no, child of mine, this is how you kill a ninja.
I've done it before, you see.
Well, you could have had, the thing where, you almost have them, fighting out of sequence, but then, toward the end of the fight, they are fighting completely in sequence, they are of the same blood, same mindset, all that jazz. That would have been cool. And I think he could have gotten away with it.
Yeah, I think it totally works. And, maybe he's able to go back to his family at the end, but still, have Scorpion be a part of him. Or maybe this movie takes a dark turn and he can never go back. Because he is now the Scorpion.
So your dad...
Possessed by hell.
So your dad is now a hell ninja. How does that make you feel?
Yeah. It makes me feel sad because he doesn't do the uppercut when I tell him to.
But are there any upsides? Well, he doesn't take dives anymore.
Yeah. He's able to summon a magical spear that can bring enemies towards him. It's really cool.
Yeah, so...
I think he could have... That definitely could have worked. And I thought, as you bring it up, Pippin, I was thinking that same thing as I was watching. It's this is clearly a tee up for this to happen. And I was a little bit upset that it didn't. I think this is something that sometimes can happen when you're really caught up in the lore of it all, when you're trying to do an adaptation where it's you're trying to do new stuff, which is where a new character comes in, but you want to be faithful to the original. But I think you could have been both faithful to the original and had this original character yourself if you just kind of had him almost accepting the mantle that was Scorpion's magical powers or something.
Yeah, I was expecting it so much that I was mad that it didn't happen. Because sometimes I'll think, oh, I bet this happens, and then it doesn't. And I'll go oh, that's okay.
I just
realized. Or what they did instead was cool or whatever. But this one, I was I thought that's what they were going for.
This basically makes Cole a magical girl.
Not that there's anything wrong with being a magical girl.
No. Just costume change and gets magical powers when he does so.
That's true. Though, let's be real, this movie could have used more magical girls.
Oh, it really could have. And that's, of course, one of the obvious changes to have more women, all that good stuff.
If the next movie doesn't have Katana, I riot.
They had her fan. It was in the temple.
Yeah. Ugh. My beloved katana.
Hmm.
But yeah, that would be my change. Cole is Scorpion.
Scorpion.
And thus becomes interesting.
Yeah. And that gives like a kind of character arc for him of fully accepting his powers and all that. Yeah, I'd dig it.
Yeah, and through him, Hanzo's able to avenge a family.
And save another.
Yeah.
Which is all he really wanted.
Yeah, it makes more sense to me for them to be the same character.
After a fashion, yeah.
Yeah, through the wibbly things that I explained.
Yeah. They're wibbly wobbly, magic-y, ninja-y stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, do we have time for a quick game?
Yeah, I believe so.
I imagine so. What game?
But the only thing I keep on imagining is like, what if these characters showed up in the 1995 Mortal Kombat? But I don't know what the heck that would be.
Well, clearly the 2021 Goro could kick the ass of the 1995 Goro. Most of them could.
Can we just call this the AU game and then play with it from there?
Yeah, let's play some AU game. I love a good AU.
Yeah.
Well,
first up, 1995 Eve Sonya would tell 2021 Sonya, look, just kick Kung Lao's ass anyway. And then ask him if you're a reliability.
yeah.
Why haven't you killed Kano yet? Just do it.
Yeah, 1995 Sonya, just kill him. What is wrong with you?
1995 Sonya just fucking did it.
Yep. Also, I didn't realize this at the time, and it took me until like this year to realize it. 1995 Sonya is the teacher from Billy Madison.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
1995 Johnny Cage is in Teen Wolf. He's Sheriff Zelensky, the only sensible one. But yeah.
Yeah.
The two Sonyas should clearly have a chat.
Oh my god, and they just start conspiring together and drinking heavily, because I imagine that's just kind of would be their jam.
Yeah.
They just kind of go to the trailer in Gary, Indiana, and then like 1995 Sonya somehow knows where the good whiskey is, despite having never been there before, because I know wibbly wobbly same character stuff.
She knows where she would put it if this were her house.
And lo and behold, that's where it is.
Like Raiden, 95 Raiden would just like, oh man, this guy's an asshole. Like Cole, that's you and I hang out.
I think 2021 Raiden could kick 1995 Raiden's ass.
Oh, hands
down. But 1995
down.
Raiden is more wily. So getting the opportunity to kick his ass would be difficult. 1995 Raiden way more willing to hide behind the champions.
Oh. Oh no. I can't possibly fight.
Go Liu Kang.
And Liu Kang's like, which Liu Kang? Him or me? Like, both? I don't care.
I think the Liu Kangs would get along.
Oh yeah.
I think so. Oh, and the Kanos would get along too, I think. At least at first. But then 1995 Kano, I think, would get on the nerves of the 2021 Kano.
I think the Liu Kangs would start training together, like, right away.
Oh, yeah.
1995 with a bit of hesitancy because he had some, backstory.
Yeah, he had some Destiny cold feet.
He did.
Yeah. 2001 Liu Kang would help him through that.
Aww.
The two Kanos would either kill each other or join forces to ruin everybody else's lives.
But I think they would have, like, an awesome time hanging out at the feast for a long time.
They would get drunk.
Yeah.
Like, that's just non-negotiable.
So your eye is magic. Yeah? You see,
Son of a bitch.
See, I had to buy my eye, and half the time it doesn't even work.
That's right, the 1995 people didn't have magic.
Nope. But I can just imagine the Kanos killing each other just, like, over the stupidest thing, like, they both reach for the same turkey leg.
Ooh.
And it's like, oh, this is the last turkey leg, you son of a bitch.
New theory.
Yeah?
The two Kanos get into a drinking contest, pass out. Are obnoxious to everyone else the entire time. while they're passed out, in 1995, Sonya just straight up kills them.
And so 1995 Sonya gets the superpowers.
Yeah!
Oh, no.
2021 Sonya, a more interesting character because while the movie had problems with women, they at least knew how to vaguely write them. But 1995 Sonya is ruthless enough.
Yep. Got shit done.
Yeah.
And then the Sub-Zeros and the Scorpions. Like, so how did you end up buying it? Liu Kang had a bucket of water.
What?
I was doing a thing, and then he threw some water, and it became a spike, and it killed me.
Wait. You didn't do the weird ice sphere thing, did you?
I was doing the weird...
It's cool.
Like, I was going to freeze the entire field.
It looks cool, but it's not practical, dude. Especially if there's a bucket of water there. Come on, Sub-Zero.
You freeze the place before they get there.
It's for making the arena. Jeez. And then Hanzo looks at 1995 Scorpion. What's with your eyes? I don't want to talk about it. So you have any good fight? I got killed by Johnny Cage. The fuck is a Johnny Cage?
The fuck is a Johnny? And Johnny is just sitting back going like, what the hell? Did they get weirder?
Katana just in the background going Outworld's tricks are strange.
I think the original 1995 Shang Tsung would disapprove of the 2021 Shang Tsung as being too serious with himself.
Also, like, they're clearly outmatched. Just have the fight.
Yeah, my God.
Doing it this way, that lets them get creative. You leave buckets of water for your guy. Water for your guy. Listen, that one was a mistake.
That was on Sub-Zero, and he knows it.
I have to go kidnap Sonya now.
And two of your fighters got dropped by Johnny Cage. The fuck is a Johnny
Cage?
The fuck is a
The name, when the sequel comes out, because there is going to be one, and I am going to watch it, I'm going to spend the entire time going like, what the fuck is a Johnny Cage?
The fuck is a Johnny Cage? Put that on a mug.
Fuck is a Johnny Cage? Jesus. Do we have anything else?
No. I think we kind of just ended up doing a collaborative AU game of just having them all meet at the island.
I'd read that fic. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I can explain how that happens. Raiden teleports them to the wrong void in the 2021 one.
Sounds rude.
So Cole shows up there too, and it's like he hangs out with Art.
Okay. You guys don't have Johnny Cage and all that, but the fuck is a Cole?
That is a better question.
Aw.
Fuck Cole.
I think it's the actor who plays Cole seems like a really, awesome guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he's a sweetheart.
Very dedicated.
It's not his fault the character's boring.
Aw.
Alright, so, we all agree. Mortal Kombat, not a great movie. We love it anyway.
Yeah.
Which, again, seems on brand for the series as a whole, except they kind of flubbed it with Annihilation.
Yeah. On the scale, I'm still going to have to give it to 1995.
Yeah, because it's campy and fun.
Yeah.
I think this movie would have been perfect if they'd kept the campiness of the 1995 one and then also had the violence, so you could have like Al, we had talked about this online earlier, like,
oh yeah,
doing the combat comedy.
Oh yeah.
The bonus change, bonus. Oh my God! Right at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
9th inning.
So the idea behind this is to make this a mockumentary style movie of the Magic Underground tournament for the fate of the world, where just everything went wrong. The Fire Festival of Magic Underground tournament for the fate of the world.
I am on board for this.
That's amazing.
Like,
Kano destroys at least one camera with his laser eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, the reason the cameras are there is because Johnny Cage brought his film crew.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, he did.
Johnny totally would, especially because he wants to make everybody know that he's actually legit.
So many talking heads just going, the fuck is a Johnny Cage?
I think that's the thing we take over from this episode into that mockumentary. That's right. The best idea is last.
Yeah.
Mortal mockumentary. I just want to watch it because you know what? Ultra violence and comedy go so well together sometimes.
Yes. Honestly, I could have done with more funny Easter eggs to the video game. Even though I know it's like alienating for people who haven't played the games, but what the fuck ever. I was here for it.
Like, when you buzzsaw someone in half, you get to say flawless victory. I mean, I think that's the rule somewhere.
But man, I like where we went with that right at the end there.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up, we still had another idea.
Oh shit. The best one that we forgot.
Rude, my change was amazing.
Fair. Fair.
We managed to get an interview with Shang Tsung, the organizer of the Mortal Kombat tournament. So why isn't there any food here? We went all in on the first day feast. We fought, there would be some early round eliminations, and the food would sort of balance out after that, but...
We expected a lot more people to die over the feast.
But it was a lot larger turnout than we expected.
Yeah, turnout for the tournament.
It was kind of a mess. I mean, my God, every single Adinian came. I wasn't expecting that.
The entire Shaolin temple. I should have put I didn't, on the invitation, I put unlimited guests. I thought people would bring 2 or 3 at most. Who brings a temple?
Especially to a death tournament.
Yeah.
We don't have infinite money, people.
There are kids walking around.
Oh, that's gonna be a real hard contest to run later. I'm not looking forward to it. He just grabs a shot glass and downs it in one. Or, grabs a bottle of beer, downs it.
And now I've got the federal gambling commission up my ass. We're not taking bets on this. Okay, we're betting the world, but that...
But I don't think you can collect a tax revenue on world destruction, right?
Actually, and then someone else screen. Actually, that's a provision under section 12A.
And let's not even get started on California tax law.
Fuck me. We're in international waters anyway. No, actually, you're still within the U.S. borders. What?
What? Yeah, you're near Guam.
How far did you think you were going to get with a wooden wind-powered boat?
Nah. All right. We're dithering now. We can leave on this high note of our happy place. Before we go, do we have anything to plug aside from me and my improv stuff? I have a live show coming up on, I think, the 16th. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area, you can come outside and still be masked up because, you know what, responsibility. So we got that coming up, and probably an online show later on in the month.
Kat's short story, Demon Fighters Suck, is around.
Lightspeed?
She's gonna get so mad at me. What?
Gonna be on Apex soon.
Yeah!
Alright, and Pip, Al, I presume you're both writing your magnum opuses. Opie? I don't know.
Alex and I continue to be generally awesome.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Wow!
Alrighty. Well, that was Mortal Kombat, you guys.
Mortal Kombat!
Aww.
I did like that they had the original song.
That's true.
Because I knew they couldn't improve on that one.
Can't improve on perfection.
Yee!
Well, and as always, if you have an idea or prompt to submit, head on over to nostorysacred.com/submission. Follow us on Twitter at nostorysacred or send us an email through contact@nostorysacred.com. Your hosts have been Alex McDonald, Brendan McDonald, and Pippin McDonald. Kat is currently not here, as we already said. Editing and music for this episode is done by Brendan. Transcript done by Ashley DaCosta. Art by Jay Wolf. Show notes and transcript are available at nostorysacred.com. Thanks for listening, everybody, and please rate, review, and subscribe to No Story is Sacred. You can also visit our Patreon page to support the show and get neat rewards at patreon.com/nostoryyssacred. See you next time when we'll actually talk about an original story idea by Pippin.
Idea is a strong term.
A loose collection of thoughts by Pippin.
That's the title of my memoir.
Ha. And until then, where no story is sacred and any story can be changed. I'm Brendan.
I'm Pippin.
And I'm Alex.
And we're
No Story is Sacred.